What up, Home Slice? I'm back with day 9. Unfortunately, you can see I'm kind of elsewhere at the moment. But don't worry, I am gonna figure out how to get home. But until then, please enjoy me watching an old Christmas short called The Little Match Girl. And while you do that, I'll figure out how to build a raft out of this wood. Okay, see you soon. Hans Christian Andersen sounds a lot like the name of like an actor who you would see in so many different movies and TV shows, and you're never able to remember what his name is.
Once upon a time, in a far-off country...
Can we at least know what the country is? Why are you being so vague?
It was Christmas Eve, and everyone was much too busy to pay any attention to her.
It doesn't look like they're too busy to pay attention. It looks like they're actively avoiding paying attention to her.
Warm clothes to wear, warm homes to live in, and fine...
But not warm hands. That kid's not even wearing gloves. Have you ever thrown a snowball without gloves? Like, it's fun at first, but the fun doesn't last.
Sell her matches, she wouldn't even have enough money for a bite of food, or for the simplest shelter on this bitter cold...
Okay, that looks like she intentionally left her slippers behind.
Inside the big houses, there were Christmas stockings just waiting to be filled by Santa Claus.
Or a menorah waiting to be lit. Come on, let's be respectful here.
Match girl. For her, a Christmas present was only something to dream about.
But why? Why does Santa not bring her
She
gifts?
could get warm. That would be enough of a gift. She lit one of her precious matches. It gave off a pleasant warmth. But somehow, the light seemed strange. Was she just imagining?
I think she was lighting a little more than a match, if you know what I mean.
Yes, it really was Santa Claus. Santa nodded to her and said, "Come, I have something for you."
Okay, never follow a random person on the street who says, "Come, I have something for you." Like, it never ends well.
Cloak, her very first Christmas present. But that was only the beginning. For now Santa led her into his magic kingdom.
What is going
that
on?
No other child had ever seen.
Alright, this is how a lot of cults start.
There. The Iceman was so solemn. But somehow, even in this cold...
Alright, there's a body in that bag, I swear to God.
Santa made some funny motions and... presto! Instead of his plain sack...
Ew.
there was a beautiful throne. And as she sat down, the little match girl felt as proud as a princess. So many surprises, she thought. I wonder what's going to happen next.
You and me both, Match Girl. You and me both.
Just then, Santa started banging on his little kettle.
And for some reason, it didn't make any noise. I'm not even sure what's going on anymore. Okay, this scene is giving me vibes like it's the community youth skating club and like this is their winter showcase. Like all the people dressed as snowmen are like the instructors and the kids are here, and then this is like their special guest who's like the really experienced former member of the club. I mean, it's not actually what's going on here because they're not actually skating, but that's just the vibe I'm getting, and I'm sure you all know exactly what I mean. Well, this just looks dangerous. Kid fight, hi-ya!
Perhaps it was all only a dream, but such a lovely dream.
Now that's debatable. Whoop! Whoop!
Now that the dance was over,
It is. It was pretty anticlimactic.
everyone began to disappear.
Ah yes, the famous tale, how Thanos stole Christmas.
It was most peculiar. But at least Santa was still here.
I'm not sure if that's a positive. I mean, I would not trust being alone with this Santa.
Then the cloak slipped from her shoulders.
Why doesn't she just pick it up?
Although the little match girl didn't realize it, her match had gone out. All that remained now was the cold snow and the memory of Santa and her first Christmas present.
Her first Christmas present was something she imagined? That's so sad.
See something wonderful again.
Okay, what is she actually lighting? Okay, is there such thing as a cannabis incense candle? Because I'm pretty sure that's what she's lighting at this point.
More beautifully decorated than any she had ever seen. Underneath the tree were the loveliest dolls, just like those she had seen in the windows of the most expensive toy shop.
It is pretty interesting to think that back then they were the expensive toys, and then at one point they became like outdated and cheap, and then later on became expensive again. This isn't even me making jokes, that's just an interesting thing about toy collecting.
A lady appeared. A lady who looked like her lost mother.
Okay, but when you say lost mother, do you mean like she's dead? Or did she wander into the world's biggest grocery store and still hasn't managed to find her way
Her
out?
match must be magic, for now it made the candles sparkle.
Insanely dangerous to put that on a tree, but I'm not here to judge.
The toys came to life.
Yeah, that sounds like something that might as well happen at this point. Okay, I'm not a violin expert, but yeah, I don't think they're playing. Does anyone remember that episode of The Twilight Zone, 5 characters in search of an exit? Because that's what this reminds me of. Like, it's more characters and they're not really looking for an exit, but the general look of it, that's kind of what it reminds me of.
What a gay dance it had been, but now it was all over. Slowly, the dolls and the beautiful lady began to fade away.
Okay, but to quote Clancy Brown in Highlander, it's better to burn out than to fade away. So the match burnt out, but the characters faded away, so is the match the hero in this scenario? It seems like it's the only winner here.
Like Santa Claus and the beautiful Christmas tree.
Well, there goes all your income.
Mother, Mother, please don't leave me. Mother.
Okay, was her mother starring in a nativity play or something? Why is she dressed like that?
And now the little match girl would be warm and happy forever.
Is this a happy ending? Because this is just how I'm interpreting it, but I think she just froze to death and this is the afterlife. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah, no, she's dead.